Hey everyone, I'm Keralis and welcome to our first look of Darkswitch, which is a vertical city builder where you build around a huge tree. And it kind of reminds me of the first Frostpunk, how you build around a huge furnace. Well, in this case, as I said, around a big tree. But not only that, it also seems to have quite a bit of similar gameplay elements and art direction, so I'm quite eager to check it out. The only sad thing is that I only have access to the prologue, so that is what we're going to be checking out today. But if you like what you see, please feel free to check out the link in the description. Also, a huge shout out to Cyber Temple for sponsoring today's video. And without further ado, let's check it out.
Years ago, violent fog storms began to ravage our world. They swept away everything in their path, and with them came horrors beyond comprehension. That is why, by the personal decree of Archon Valfitis, we founded the Sparktown. Here, we conduct vital research to study the fog's nature, to uncover its secrets, and to forge weapons against this unrelenting threat.
Use bonfires to eliminate areas where settlers walk and work. That way they will be less exposed to fog. Okay. Master Etnarch. The postal bird has brought ill tidings. The bureaucrats of Sorogo write that food shipments from the capital shall cease. Furthermore, they demand that we send a report of our activities here. Tessen. It looks like the Archon Valfitis is having trouble in the capital. He's rapidly losing the council support. Troubling news indeed. Now we must review our stockpiles of food. How long do we have? 3 days. We only have food for 3 days, Master. Right. We've been leeching off the capital supplies for years. It seems time has come to fend for ourselves. There are mushrooms growing on the tree, sire. Just above the platform. I'm not sure they're supposed to be like elves. I guess elves. Hippoholma sublatorium, or however you pronounce that. A poor man's supper indeed, yet better than empty belly when winter comes. Food supplies. These mushrooms taste like feet and smell rotten, but they'll keep us going for a while. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Darkswitch. So I was just in game, just to test out the settings and adjust the sound levels and such, and I gotta say, it seems to be a game just up my alley, especially having the tree and the bush in the middle over here. So let's see here, what do we have? First objective is to get those mushrooms, and I know for a fact they're just hiding over here. So we need to assign a few people, and we do have the night shifts and day shifts they work on. Let's just pause the game before we die. So collect the mushrooms, build a cookery, and produce rations at the cookery. So we need to produce 10 of those rations. What do we have over here? We have a scout base. This over here is the council chamber. And that is just a forest house. That is a forest house. This over here seems to be a bunch of resources. Check it to check. Same goes for this and same goes for this. Is there anything else we have over here? Not as of now. So I guess let's assign a few people to this over here. And let me just see. How does this work? Because they do look a little bit different. Population, citizens overview. Okay, so those guys on the top are workers, then we have the craftsmen and rangers. So I guess we're going to be assigning workers for this. Let's do, how many do we have by the way? 25. So let's do, no. Let's do 3 night shift and 3 day shift for the moment. I'm liking this. Especially that I see these little platforms and such. I'm not used to vertical city builders, so yeah, this is something different for me at least. Are we getting those guys? Yes, we are. Okay, that is locked. We also have this, which is, I guess, the cookery, and we have a forest house. Let's get ourselves the cookery up and running, which was over here. And how big is this? Where do we situate that? Okay, so it does come with a little extension, which is not going to fit on this platform. So let's just maybe do it just next off here. Like this, yes. So let's see here. Okay, so we can't really build anything else besides the forest house and the cookery. As of now, at least. So let's get to it. And what is this over here, by the way? Oh, okay. That was just a shortcut to the scout base. Maybe we should assign them. Let's see here. So we can assign 2 groups of scouts, and I do believe they are based off out of the rangers, because Because the icon seems to be the same, and I'm not sure you can assign the rangers. Well, I guess you can assign them to different workplaces, but at the same time, let's get those guys up and running, and maybe we can scavenge the lands and see what we can find over here. Is that the fog? Okay, that is scary, hairy, and I guess very, very Larry. Let's just speed us up and let's start producing some food. Oh yeah, we need to assign some people over here as well, so let's see here. Do we add workers or craftsmen? We do have an efficiency bar, so let's see. If I would get those guys instead, about 2/3 maybe, and these guys maybe a little bit further. Let's do 3 craftsmen day shift and 2 night shifts. Will this suffice? Well, most likely will. We also have quite a bit of people homeless at this stage, which is not great. But I don't really have much wood. I'm a sucker for stuff like this. I love it. And let's not neglect the sound effects of the tree branches swinging in the wind and just the tension from the tree elements. How about this? Do we just assign 1 person on each shift? Bunch of resources. I'm not sure they are shared, but it does say remaining 90 on each of them. So it might be shared, but hopefully this will mean that the likelihood of us getting wood is high. Until they are depleted, I guess. But let's see. Hopefully... Rodimer, you men will need to scout the area around that tree. And what about keeping this quiet? If Sarago's air patrols catch us out there, we avoided this while we could. But now we have no choice. Sparktown needs resources. Indeed we do. And how do we go about it? Okay, so we have unlocked 2 locations which can be scouted. This one... There must be fish in this river. The harder part is finding a spot that's good for fishing, for both fishing and transporting the catch. So let's send out a scout group over here. And what about this over here? At some distance from the tree's roots lies a stretch of small trees. Our rangers should find out if they're suitable for logging. So guess scout group or team number 2 goes to this location. And then fishing over here. And logging over here. And how about the food situation? Are we producing? Well, I guess we are. A little bit worried because there's an exclamation mark over the building, but yeah, it might be a mushroom situation, and therefore we would need to get fishing up and running ASAP. So yeah, let them investigate this. We're gonna get some logging on this side, hopefully, and fishing on this side. Oh, you can even see those guys. So we do have scout team number 1 and scout team number 2. And if I would just speed this up a little bit, boom, 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 boom. Done and done. And let's now see. So now we can make ourselves the fisherman's barn, the houses, and then we have the lumberjack huts. So technically we would need, well, both of them, but we do have quite a bit of people homeless. But let's start with the lumberjacks so we can get the homeless situation under control. Hey! Oh, so I can pretty much place it wherever I want. Well, it would be stupid placing it far away, I guess, but at the same time, it is a doable thing. Let me see, do I have... Oh. No, let's do this. And let's get ourselves a guy situated somewhere. Okay, that's 1280 logs. 1800. No ragrats. Well, that bendy path was gonna kill me on this side. But it is what it is. There we go. Amazing. So we're gonna have that over here. Speed us up. And on this side, we will have ourselves... Can I make that straight off? Fisherman's barn? Yes, I can. So let's maybe get this guy situated somewhere here. On the river bank. Okay, scary sounds. Listen, Rodimer, we're almost out of mushrooms. What are we supposed to eat now? Scouts have reported there's a river nearby. We could add some fish to our provisions. Well, almost got it. Okay, well, it's under construction, but we will get this up and running. And by the way, how about this fog over here? Will that come closer to the tree? Maybe? We're almost out of timber, Master Etnarch. Circumstances forces us to build like damn dance now. It will make us more visible from there, but what choice do we have? Fine! Find us a place to set up a lumberjack hut. Well, kind of doing that already. But who this? Artisan leader? Kind of looks like the craftsman portrait. And remember, the workers' efficiency drops when they have to carry timber up the tree. Set up a storage area right next to the lumberjack. It will boost productivity. Oh, yes, that's right. Build a storage area by the camp. Okay. So logging, build a warehouse, and build a fisherman's barn, which is in progress over here. Do we see little builders coming out as well? Well, it's a little bit hard to see. But I hear them. I definitely do. So let's assign ourselves. How many workers do we have? We have 11 to be precise. So let's get them like maybe top day shift and a few night shifts. And then we're pretty much out of workers. But let's not worry. Let's not worry. Okay, so we also need a warehouse. So let's get that situated. Have we unlocked that, by the way? Here it is. So that requires 30 wood or logs. So that is wood. We have wooden planks, coal, raw food, rations, gas, gasoline, metal, steel, solar, and crystals. And this is up, so it is night. And let's just speed this up until day arrives. But let's assign 2 workers. Night and 2 day. Can I use those guys here as well? Because we do have a surplus of them. And I guess that would be a thing for the brief moment. There we go. So hopefully we can catch ourselves some food. Do we do that in the cookery as well? Do we use the fishes in this? I guess they're just gonna make the rations for us, as I see it. And what is this? Developments. Oh, this over here could become a tavern. And what exactly does that mean? And how about this over here? A chop shop. Interesting. And how about the little fishery guy over here? That could become a fisherman's wharf. And how about this? Nothing. Okay, I'm intrigued. But first is first, what did I say? Warehouse. So let's get that situated very close by. Like, outpost Ignalis has fallen. 3 violet signals from the northeast at once. There's only one explanation. The nearby outpost Ignalis is under attack. And we can't help them. Even if we send rangers to help, they won't make it in time. It takes at least 2 days to reach Ignalis on foot. And in the Vale's darkness, they may encounter hungry guzzles and fits of madness, or something worse. Besides, our major duty here in Sparktown is to protect the seed. Warehouse. So let's get this situated over here, like this. I mean, those guys would still require to carry all the fish to our cookery over here. So for the brief moment, let's not touch that. But I guess we could get ourselves a secondary lumberjack hut situated somewhere over here as well. Maybe not needed, maybe a stupid idea. But the more trees for the moment, the merrier. So let's get that built as soon as possible, sire. And now we just wait until we accumulate a little bit of wood so we can build housing for our people. And our beautiful warehouse is up and operating, I guess. Why is this all green, I wonder? Oh, you can actually see people chopping wood down here. Amazing. But let's see, so how does this even work?
Morning has come. Everyone, let's get to work.
Just like Frostpunk, love that. Do we need to choose a resource, or do we have like a general storage which fits all? I guess for the brief moment we're gonna go for logs. That's right. We also would need one here as soon as we can, just next to that. But let's maybe spend those logs wisely, and that is to build some housing for the population over here. We do have a few houses just here. Maybe a little bit misplaced. What is that? Platforms. Oh, we can even extend them, going all the way around here. Okay, that is super neat. I like that, but that is nothing we're going to be doing now. For the moment, we need to focus on housing, and that is forest housing like so. Select a free area, so either we just place it next to the workplaces, or just up the tree somewhere abouts. So that is 10 logs. We can build 3 of those, maybe like here. So 1. Can I shift this up a little bit, maybe even? 2, 3, making a skyscraper. Hey, okay. Why do those? Is that like an expansion thingy? Forest residence. Oh, okay. So we can make an expansion further down the road and make it look like the blueprint which we have over here. I see. Why haven't I heard about this game before? Like it's so unique. It's solid foundation so far. Okay, more logs, more logs. Let's get more housing into the skyscraper. Let's get uno más and dos. And that should mean everybody has housing. I do kind of want to move those houses over here away from this area. And maybe just place some... Like, it wouldn't be bad placing them like closer to workplaces. Oh, this is done. So let's just assign a few peeps to this. Boom. Well, I can't really. There's not many people about. But let's assign as many as we can, even using the rangers and the craftsmen over here, like this. Just to get more logs. And what on earth is up here? There's something hidden. Yeah, I don't know. There's gotta be some type of light. Or brazier, or whatever. I'm still thinking like, why is there an exclamation mark above this? Makes me a little bit worried. Should I be worried? No, so far everybody's alive and semi-thriving. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna destroy those houses. Is it this button? Yes, it is. Let's get rid of this and that as well. We might get some resources back. If not, well, touche, I guess. And I will place myself just one over here and one next to the lumberjack camp on the other side. Like so. Oh, that looks kind of pretty, I guess. Like, we won't get the full extension, but are we worried about that? No. That'd be great. Oh no. The refugees from Ignalis. People barely stand on their feet. It's a miracle they've made it over here. A frightened woman clutches a baby to her chest. An injured man leans on his friend. A tied-up madman drools and laughs insanely. The fog took his mind. 3 men with swords stand aside, with very grins on their faces. Decisions. Things like this can go south very, very fast. I remember from Frostpunk. But I do need a workforce. Let's accept those guys. The refugees from Ignalis climb our tree, some with eyes full of joyous tears, some visible relieved, and some with forced calmness. It's clear now that those who remain sane are much fewer than it first seemed. That's not great. But it's not all bad, because we did unlock the healing quarters, so that's always something, I guess. And we did receive a little bit of workforce. Where would I place this? Ideally would be having it close to the people. Maybe even... Yeah, I want to have it above the main platform, so let's just squeeze it in over here. So that's going to be the healing quarters. And with the surplus wood, let's get ourselves one more warehouse built just next to the lumberjack in this area. And what is happening on this guy? A lack of wood. Building a lumberjack. Well, I kinda already did that. However, we could assign a little bit of workforce to this guy, since we have some spare workers. I guess once we move to like a stable production, we can maybe change that to being just one shift. But for the moment, what should we do with the insane? Yada yada yada. They even burned down a building. Send the mad ones to the healing quarters. They are insane, not criminals. Drive the insane from the settlement. We provide medical care only for the citizens. I mean, we can't have them running around burning down buildings left and right. So let's drive them away. Oh, yes. This is for the greater good. Don't judge me, okay? They even broke out in laughter, happily disappearing into the fog. See? At the end of the day, I'm kinda a good guy, I guess. But does that mean that this is done? Perfect. So let's assign... I mean, we need people. We need people badly. Okay, so let's go back to this guy. Do we have any of those craftsmen working? Because I guess those guys will be the guys who work the healing quarters? Might not be, but they will be. So let's have 2 on day shifts and 2 on night shifts. The workers aren't sleeping, master, just headaches and first, now full panic attacks after sundown. The veil of darkness has grown more active and dangerous. We never faced such threats before. Very well. Set up flame guards near the buildings. They should protect people at night. A lighting building that can withstand the fog. I see. The flame guard. Okay, so it's gonna be a little bit of a tricky situation here, it seems, because the ring of effects. Okay, let's get rid of this. Hopefully we can get this guy situated over here, and we can both accommodate the lumberjack and the warehouse over here. And how about in this section? Well, this should not be a biggie, because if I have it over here, that should pretty much have all the buildings within range. Will it? Yes, it will. And maybe even get ourselves one more forest house build up over here. Not with the little extensions, but just something like so. Uno más? Yes, why not? And then? No, and then. Can I do a path like going from this guy all the way to here? It is kind of neat. They're wonky, but I take it. Maybe even like just wasting logs, it seems. Absolutely amazing. It is what it is. Don't judge me, okay? And that is done on this side. So let's see. Now, if I would do a house maybe on this over here, just within that, and then having the flame guard situated just over here. Perfect. I've done it. He's done it. Could even have it over here. That's even better. So 1 flame guard over here and 1 flame guard over here. That should be that mission completed. And then we just assign some rangers into them. And that should be it. What is this over here? A group of survivors. The fire is lit. The warm light of the flame guards brings comfort at night. People feel much calmer. The maddening whispers emanating from the veil are no longer heard, though the nights are growing darker. Okay, but what did I say? A group of survivors from Ignalis. I need people. I need the workforce. So send out the scout team. And then we just need to assign somebody into this flame guard. And I do believe that we're lacking rangers. What is happening? Let a man assign a ranger. A flame more terrible than the fog. The Luminarchy, even the name makes many go pale and tremble with fear. With the fire and sword, the Luminarchy spreads the word of light to the farthest outpost. They may seek out and punish heretics, whoever and wherever they may be. Why are they here? Yeah, why are they here? Let them look around, but don't let them up, or don't let them land in Sparktown. We're under the Archon's personal protection. You know what? Let them look around, but don't let them up. Yes, I do believe that is my scout team. Does that mean they are coming back with people? Hopefully so. And those guys have landed. That is a mighty fine ship. But can I just see this ship? A flame more terrible than the fog. Hello. For several hours, the Luminarchy did nothing, but they began to stop people hurrying about their daily business to interrogate them. They seemed to choose their victims at random. However, not all were let go. Following the interrogation, some were taken to the Luminarchy's Skywalker. People have been found. Yes, I guess. New people or the people we just brought back. Because if that is the case, yippee-ki-yay. Homeless 16, hungry 17. A little bit of people fatigued, but it is what it is. Yeah, I like this. Look at it. Wonder if we can make ourselves some of those guys. Because there's trees all the way around. Maybe we can fly to different places and explore. A group of survivors from the Ignalis made it into our settlements. Please do send out a scout team and bring those guys in. I know it's a little bit bad because of food scenario and medical care, but hopefully we can prevail. And here underneath the cookery, let's add a warehouse for rations. And what I think I will do, can we upgrade the cookery to a tavern? I'm not sure what that means, but I guess it's gonna be a place for people to come by and have their food instead of going to the warehouses and picking up rations. Let's send out a scout team to this guy and a scout team to this guy. But I've been looking at this ship. Look how detailed this is. Like, even comes with a little stitching. And these guys over here, they just gave us a quest which is called Knowledge is Light. Build on Engineerium, explore the Fog Observatory technology, and build an Aether Watch expansion. Which means... Is it this one? No, it's not. It is this one, in Engineerium. Allows you to conduct research and discover new technologies. Huh. And we do have quite a bit of logs. So let's maybe just squeeze in this guy just above the main platform, the main council building. Boom! And done it. Light shimmering beyond the veil could be one of the various origins, but we must check them anyway. Interesting. And how are we doing on the Engineerium? Okay, so that is almost... Look at the tree! It's growing! I love my beautiful skyscraper. Take them to Sparktown. Yes, more people, the more the merrier. What's happening over here? Feed the hungry. No, yes, no, yeah, of course. I'm the good guy. So let's maybe employ some of those guys. How many of them have we in surplus? Craftsmen, quite a bit. So let's have them working 4-day shift, 2 night shift, because why not? And we have unlocked ourselves the technology tree. Oh boy. So we do have a few defenses. We have exploration, a shipyard? No way! Yes way! We have resource gathering, so we have solar extractor, chop shop. That's what we can research to upgrade the lumberjack. Vapor station, fishing wharf. Can even make a forest resident thingy. Like, I'm not saying I will, but I kind of want to do that. We can afford 75 logs, let's research that. And then after that we're gonna get the Fog Observatory, because we are gonna be upgrading a few houses. I like this. This is much more than I had anticipated being in the game. We can make our own Skywalkers? Yes, we can. Skywalker shipyards. And harbor. There's so much. Greenhouses. A harvester. Farms. There's quite depth in this. And well, I'm here for it. And how are we doing? Everybody's striving. Okay, a few houses could be built, I guess. Meanwhile, while we're waiting for stuff to be done, a forest house over here. Just one more. Yeah, why not? Boom, there we go. Let's add a few on this as well, because we can. Maybe just... Yeah, we can't do the extensions on them, but yeah, I don't mind. I simply don't mind. But I want to see those being built up with extensions. However, food situation is looking okay at this stage. But will it be dire? It might. Let's get another craftsman in this. And how are we doing on the fishing barn? We do have quite a bit of fish left. And we have quite a bit of people employed, so let's not worry about that. However, warehouse, yes, warehouse. Now, you know what? I'm gonna do this closer to the main platform. Maybe even here, because we do have the cookery on an elevation higher up. So let's maybe just do this guy over here. Boom. So this is gonna be our little fish building, so they will be carrying stuff all the way here. And then the cookery guys could just be coming down and collecting that from that little warehouse. Is that how we're gonna... Is that like a sun rays shining through a tree? Yeah, I believe it is. Could we maybe employ one more doctor? Yes, we can, because more people will be joining us. Maybe they even have already. I'm actually not sure. It is day 5. Night is almost upon us. Let's get this up and running. Boom. And this will be fishes. Perfect. So let's say I would upgrade this guy into a... No, maybe not. Because that requires... What does it require? Some metal. Uh-oh. And night is here. And metal is nothing I have plenty of. And I really haven't found any metal resources about anywhere. What is that? I mean, send them out at nighttime. They will die, Keralis. Well, might. But, I mean, nobody remembers a coward, right? So be brave, scout team. Number 1. You will be remembered forever. Okay, so let's maybe not waste the resources on building the upgrades for the houses as of now. And let's get ourselves the fog observatory. Yes. And as soon as that is done, hopefully we can... Where's the resources? Is there anything which says metal collection post? Yes. The only downside is I haven't really found any metal about. So I'm not sure how we're gonna go and succeed with that operation, but hopefully we will. I do love how the fog is just surrounding the flame guard over here. We need more of them, because people are walking back and forth over here through the fog. Not great. This is not needed as much, but still needed. Kinda wanna have... Did we just research the metal thing as well? Let me see. Metal has been researched. This has not. Okay, so solar extractor, please. Is that what we needed? Didn't we need? No, we didn't need that. No. Can I cancel? We need the fog observatory. This one. Yeah. Hopefully we can research both of them and be all happy about it. But yeah, I'm still thinking maybe expanding the area of the lumber production. And let's say we would just have it here for testing purposes. Bam, bada beam. Obviously we would need a flame guard to protect it. I'm not sure we're going to be needing the flame guard all the way. So let's just place it over here. And maybe even a warehouse, because... Yeah, I'm not saying we're rich when it comes to logs, but we can afford. And obviously more logs will be coming in. ASAP. Bam. Speed us up and see what happens. What is this over here? Group of survivors. Scout Team 1. Go get them. Imagine being one of the people living here in those houses. Just on the border to the fog. Far, far away from the tree. But we do have flame guards all the way. And as long as we have rangers in them and we have logs to keep them going, I think we should be fine. We are expanding. However, okay, so now we have the build an Aether watch extension. And I did research the fog observatory. But I haven't really seen anything else popping up over here, so I'm a little bit unsure whereabouts that is. Metal collection post. Yeah, we do have a metal shortage, it says. However, I have no idea where to find the metal. But let's see here. Where is the observatory? Or I mean the engineerium. It's here. Is that maybe an upgrade to this guy? No, we can make a great one later on. Okay. How about this building? Here it is. Okay, so I just build it like that. Yeah, and it just poops in just next to that. So what exactly does that do? Observes the fog. How about this upgrade? I mean, that requires metal as well. How will I find that metal? That is the question. I'm kind of tempted to do the shipyard. And I'm also tempted to do the chop shop. So I will start researching this. Did we finish the research on this? No. We did buy it, but we didn't really finish it. The workers... Ooh, very strange things. Gazelles have never come this close to the settlement before. They can devour everything in our warehouse. We could send a squad of rangers to research or search for their nests, but it's a very risky mission. Of course we're gonna send the rangers out. I gotta say, I've been playing the game for about an hour. Maybe, yeah, more than an hour. And I'm fairly impressed. And it's not, I'm not saying that just because this video is sponsored. It's actually, it has such a solid foundation and I love the theme. Did we send out? Yes, we did. Perfect. What did I say? Let's see here. Solar extractor. Yeah, it's very polished. I love the music. I love the sound effects. I love the art style even. The work is found in place on a tree. So that is something we can extract. Does that mean we're going to be extracting, let's see here, solar thingamajiggies or crystals? Yeah, first is first. Let's not research that. Let's get ourselves the chop shop. Yes, because that's going to improve our lumberjacks even further. And we want that. We also have a bit of spear people, so let's employ more people night times. Boom, boom. Okay, Rangers. I believe. Please don't die. Only one of those guzzlers alive. Or two. Guys, you missed one. Ladies and gentlemen, we just found metal and it's just off the tree. So I had one of those little points of interest for the Rangers to examine. And it was just here. 250 metal. Not a lot. But it will have to suffice. And then also let's get a little warehouse for that going just off here somewhere. Oh, picture perfect and amazing. There we go. We do have 9 physical ill and we also have a few people fatigued. But other than that, everybody's thriving. What are we currently researching? The chop shop. And then, I don't know. What is a tree chewer? I wonder. Time will tell. Any points of interest for the Rangers to find more metal? Not as of now. That is done. Let's get some workers in. Day shift and night shift. And this guy over here will just be used for... What was that? That is metal, that is steel. And this is just metal, like so. Yeah, that's what I mean, like, it has much more depth to it than I thought. So we have just completed research on the chop shop. So I will upgrade that. I'm not exactly sure what it will do, but hopefully it's going to boost the production on all the logs. Okay, so we only have 514 left in this guy, 1,372 in this. So let's maybe upgrade this guy to the chop shop. No, we can't. Dang it, did I spend all the steel or metal? Doesn't matter. Because hopefully we can produce more in the near future. Also, new quest, solar extraction, upgrade council chamber, which is this guy over here, to council town hall. I guess that is the upgrade. Then upgrade engineerium, which is this guy over here, to the great engineerium. Research solar extractor, already done that, and build it. Okay. That will come as soon as I've got more metal, because I just wasted it on the chop shop. Oh wow, look at this guy now. I mean, that must have boosted the production quite drastically. Because I don't think they have that. No, this is just manual labor. This guy has beautiful new technology. And that also means that... How do I unlock this? Maybe I can't unlock that, because why not? Oh, maybe that is something which is not possible yet in the prologue to the game. There is something eerie, because you hear this like music, like sirens in the fog. It's super eerie. But we do have a little bit of metal, so let's start upgrading this guy. So first is first, council chamber to be upgraded. I think it is just this upgrade. And next up would be upgrading this guy to the next stage, which is the great engineering. We just need 50 metal for that. Metal shortage. Yeah, I don't want to lose items. Fear is increased by 20%. Yeah, because I need that metal at this stage. There we go. Let's get this. Let's get that upgraded. No, we can't, because research is required. Was that a research for that? Oh, yes, it was. This guy over here. Okay. Okay, this is not great. I am not sure how to get rid of that. Did we encounter the same problem here? No, we didn't. It's pretty much just here. So, to get rid of the fog, we need to have a daytime as well. Like those fire guards operating in daytime. Well, that's a little bit interesting. I'm not sure how to cure those people. That's the only downside. Interesting. Research is done. Let's resume the fishing wharf. Boom, boom. Back and quit. And then what we could do is get this guy upgraded. Boom. And the great one is gonna be built over here. Which also means that I could get this guy. Here you can get valuable solarium. It is built certain places on the tree trunk. Aha. So it's over here. So we have quite a few of them. So let's just do one to test it out. Is this done? Yes, it is. And now let's see. Okay, so let's wait until the research. Yes, I can. Okay, so we can continue research over here. I do want to see the tree chewer, because I think what that means, even though that those buildings are far, far in the fog, they can still be semi-operational with the tree chewers. I'm gonna get myself the tree chewer researched. No, we can't, because for that we need the green goo, the gas. And how on earth do you obtain the gas? Well, that's a good question, because I don't think it is from this guy, that's for sure. But let's operate this both day and night fully. So that's gonna extract solar for us. But how do we obtain the gas? Maybe we just can't make the tree chewer. Obviously, this is just a prologue, but to be able to research that, we would need 25 of the gas, and that is something which I don't possess at the moment. Build a tree chewer extension. Yeah, I do want to find the gas, and I know some of you might be saying, but find the Skywalker drops, that might be some gas. Yeah, it might be, but according to the brief, which I got sent by the devs, if you complete this objective, the prologue ends. And I want to see how far I can go in the prologue, but I guess without the tree chewer extension or the gas, I might not be able to progress. But I'm super intrigued. Oh boy, let's see here. We got a new beautiful platform. On this platform, I'm just gonna build myself a few warehouses. 2, 3... Oh no! I can't even make the fisherman's wharf because that requires the gas. Ay, 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 ay. Okay, so rations, and logs. I'm hands down. I'm quite impressed. Like this has more depth than I thought it would. I love the theme. I love the whole idea of building around a tree. It is indeed very unique. I'm not sure what the solars would be needed for. I would rather just have the gas. That would make my day. Nevertheless, I think we came quite a way in the prologue. I still want to see if I can manage to build myself the tree chewer. Maybe even, let's see here. The Skywalker Pier. See, I would be able to do that if I only had metal and gas. But I simply don't. But did we have a blast? Well, I had a blast anyhow. Yeah, look at that. Just 15 of those. And then we could get the tree chewer. And I do believe that would just go out and chew all the trees for us, like a little robot. Or mech of some type. But yeah, very, very cool idea. Very solid foundation. I will send out a team over here to complete the prologue. And all I can say is, do check out the link if you found this interesting. But let's see, where is the team at? Boom. Let's spectate those guys. They're gathering somewhere. Have we left? Oh yes, we are leaving. So that's the Skywalker drops. Only if I had more gas. But I guess it might be a part of the prologue that you can't really obtain that, otherwise you would go through the whole research tree and do much more. The emblem of the sun, the burnt body, is unrecognizable. We found some small fragments of red and gold robe on the scorched flesh. In the stiffened hand is a golden disc with an emblem of the sun on it. It's the symbol of the Luminarch rule. How would you explain it? Where's your emblem of the sun, Monsieur Legatus? Would you mind showing it to me? Isn't my Skywalker robe enough for you? Hey! We found a mutilated Luminarch body in the woods. Have you started killing your own people? Or perhaps you're not a Luminarch at all? Who am I then? The many-armed ghost used to frighten disobedient children at night? Rangers, seize him! Don't waste your breath. None of your people will come. They've got their own troubles now. I've already begun. Ethnarch Tessen, you stand accused of heresy. Or heresy. Take him away. Will this give me gas? No. So this is how it ends. Maddened screams and sounds of the battle echo all around. The air thick with smoke. Are we under attack? What's going on? Yeah, what is going on? If you give me gas, I would be so happy. The fall of Sparktown. Sparktown in flames. Tessen has vanished without a trace. The people are seized by panic and madness. Even the watch post at the top of the treehouse is abandoned. Has all our toil been for nothing? Give me gas so I can research myself. Oh, congratulations! Thank you for playing the prologue of Darkswitch. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this, do check out the link in the description, wishlist on Steam, and thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to playing this more when it comes out. So thank you so much, have a fantastic day wherever you are, and see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.